If you are looking for a profession to make a lot of money from, a profession in which you want to become extremely wealthy, do not become a teacher. Because if you become a teacher, you're going to be disappointed. You are going to be disappointed with your life, and it's going to make you miserable. And you're going to wake up each day despising the profession and be very sorrowful of the life choice that you have made. And so I want to caution you that if you want to become a multi-millionaire, if you want to make big money, do not become a classroom teacher. And if you do become a classroom teacher, ensure that teaching is not your only job. Teaching is one of your many jobs, or else you're going to be disappointed. And I'm saying it again, and I want to reiterate it. For those young people who are making up their mind to go to university, you're about to leave high school or you have left high school, and you want to choose a profession which you can make a contribution to society, and you want to live a better life, it's okay to go into teaching. It's fine. You're leaving university, you want to go into a respected profession. Teaching is one of those professions that you should consider, because it is a very rewarding profession. Because without teachers, the other professions would not have been possible. Because it is the teacher who teaches the farmer to read so that they can measure their chemicals and read labels. It is the teacher who would have taught the mechanics so that they are able to read and get their certifications to become mechanics. It is the teacher who would have taught the doctors, the lawyers, and everyone, the taxi drivers and everyone out there passes through the teacher's hand. But if you want to become extremely wealthy, or you want to live a life that is lavished, then do not become a teacher, or else you're going to be miserable. And what you're going to do when you're miserable, you are going to complain, you're not going to give it your full commitment, and you're going to make others look at your behavior and judge the profession wrongfully. So, what are some of the options then if you want to become rich as a trained professional? I've seen where persons are making good money as lawyers. I oftentimes wonder, how is it that you can be purchasing a house for a particular amount of money, and by just a lawyer looking over your documents and signing it, you can walk away, or she can walk away with $1 million, just like that, just by putting their ink on a piece of paper. I've also seen where doctors live lavish, performing surgery, having their own private practices, and they're doing well. Entrepreneurs are doing well, architects are doing well, drawing plans and designing buildings and making buildings and becoming contractors, and they're living well, extremely well. Teachers dream of living like them. So there are a number of professions out there. I've seen entertainers as well, musicians, in just 30 minutes. 30 minutes alone, in just 30 minutes alone, I see where musicians can make $500,000, particularly when they're popular. A Beenie Man, a Bounty Killer, a Vybz Kartel. They can just easily make $500,000, not even hour, just a few minutes. So there are several professions out there you can go into. Please do not come into teaching expected to be a multi-millionaire. If you do become a teacher and you find that it's not making the amount of money that you want, leave the classroom. Do not spend the rest of your life living miserable. The fact that you have done a bachelor's degree in teaching, it does not mean that it is limited to teaching. You can use that bachelor's degree and work in all sort of professions, all different areas. Your bachelor's degree can take you into banking. It can take you into all over the place. It can take you into other professions. You can work in the office. It can be a birthday. It can be you can do a number of other things with your bachelor's degree in teaching. So it does not limit itself to teaching. It's equivalent to other degrees and qualifications that you might possibly want to accomplish. So do not live and suffer and get up every day complaining about the teaching profession because it is not turning out the way you want it to be. It has never been what you desire it to be. It has always been what it is. It is a profession where teachers always believe that they're underpaid. It has always been, from I was going to school until now. And now I'm an educator. I'm a trained teacher. And the situation remains the same. Teachers are still saying they're not being paid the amount that they should have been getting. I've never heard a doctor complaining about not making enough money. I've never heard a lawyer complaining about not making enough money. I have not heard other professionals. Mechanics are licking their fingers. Ooh, making good money. Carpenters are doing well. They are making furnitures for the hotel. They are, masons are, oh my God. In just 1 week, a mason can be walking away with $1 million. Depending on the kind of contract that he gets. So they're licking their fingers and they're doing well. But teachers, always complaining. Not teachers alone, because the nurses are complaining as well. Police officers are complaining as well. And other professions are complaining as well. Well, I've never heard anyone from Burger King and McDonald's and those fast food places complaining because they know what they were signing up for when they apply for the job. They might grumble, yes, but they don't wake up every day complaining about more money as teachers do, because they were quite aware when they were signing the contract that this job is a minimum wage job and you just use it as a temporary employment to move from one stage of your life to another, and then you get out. You're not going to flip in patties for the rest of your life. Well, some people do, and no offense to those who do. The number of persons who are in supermarket packing bags, that this is just temporary until I can move forward. You don't want to spend 10, 15 years packing bag in a supermarket, So they are quite aware of their wage or salary. Teachers, on the other hand, though we are quite aware of what we're signing up for, somewhere along the line, teachers always complain that we should be getting more. I don't disagree that we should be getting more. I'm just saying that it is what you signed up for. It has always been a profession that we believe is underpaid. It's always been that kind of profession. And I doubt it will ever change. And it's not just in the Caribbean. North American teachers are going away from the classroom for the same thing. Teachers in South America are complaining. We need more. Teachers in Asia, in the Philippines, and all over, places in Africa. Teachers all over the world, in England, you can see it on the news in England. Teachers are complaining. We need more remuneration. So teachers have always been complaining about their pay. It's nothing new. I'm just saying to those who are coming into the profession, before you come and join the chorus and join the choir in terms of complaining about the low wages, choose another profession. Or else you're going to be miserable. But if you love to make a contribution to society, and if you love teaching and the beauty of it, the art that it is, and to want to develop your pedagogical skills, and you are sharing information and children are inspired and motivated, if that is your aim, then come into teaching. It's so wonderful, it's a beautiful profession. I'm just saying, I'm just cautioning you that if you're coming expecting to be a multi-millionaire, very mindful, you might be disappointed. Now, if you are an educated professional and you want to go into your private practice and you want to open up a private school, that's a different story. That's entrepreneurism. You might not be teaching, you become the principal, you're headmaster for an institution. Fine, that's good. All right, do your thing. If you're doing your own tutoring at home and it's working out for you and you can do your thing and travel the world and do whatever you're doing and educate people. That's fine. I'm just saying that if you want to become a classroom teacher, it doesn't fall in the same sentence as a millionaire. It's a profession which we oftentimes believe that we are overworked. It's a profession now where we're dealing with a lot of indiscipline, but it is a rewarding profession, one which you can make a valuable contribution to your society. You can help to shape the society that you want to live in. You can help to change, be a part of the change that you want to see in the world by becoming a teacher. You can change lives, you can transform lives, you can motivate and inspire the next genius. You can lead them into you are going to teach children who are going to be more successful in terms of financial resources than you are. They might even be driving more expensive motor vehicles than you are. They might be living in houses bigger than you have. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the material acquisitions. That's theirs to gain. You have taught them, and you have taught them well. And it's good to see them living well. All right? So if you are looking for a profession where you can be rich and you can live lavishly and you can go on the cruise every year, a month cruise with your family, and you can enjoy life at its abundance, do not become a teacher. I'm just warning you. I'm looking out for you. I'm just saying to you, be mindful. Go into some other profession, and then you might be able to live the life that you want to live. But if you want to live a life that is, not so posh, you can drive a nice car, yes, you can live in a nice home, and you can take care of your bills, and you can send your children to university, fine, then teaching might be a good option. But if it otherwise, be mindful, stay away.